Now, I really hope it's clear that these days I do not believe that unbelonging is something that can be built into anyone's body. And if I can trace back to the beginning of some of that deep shifting in me, I think a lot of it started with education. I started my PhD in my late 20s, and it was really there that I learned different history, a different framework, a different way of understanding this relationship between our bodies and the world we live in. And I learned things like it wasn't until the mid 19th century that this notion of the quote unquote average person started to take shape. And this notion of calculating averages for humans and building a world based on these average numbers really caught on like wildfire. And it fundamentally changed the way that we think about people, organize people, and build the world for people. This quote unquote average person wasn't too young or too old, too big or too small. They could walk a good distance with ease up a hill or down a flight of stairs. Um, they could see and hear quite well. They could recover from illness pretty quickly. They weren't in a lot of pain. They had dexterity and 10 fingers. They were probably right-handed. I mean, think about how many people don't check all of these boxes, don't fit into that quote unquote average mold for one reason or another. What group averages don't give us is any meaningful insight about actual individual people moving through our communities, trying to find housing, transportation, jobs, trying to take their kids or grandkids to school or the playground, trying to go to a restaurant or a movie, or wanting to go for a stroll in their neighborhood. And yet, for well over 100 years, averages functioned as that prototype at the center of our imaginations, really shaping the way that we built communities. The way we build the world, it tells a story about who we believe belongs here. And interestingly enough, when we design for the average, we build designs that only work for a few of us, and even then, only temporarily.